So now notice the difference in the taste of what we had in the shot with the ginger beer, right? Yeah, it's strong, different. Yeah, that's gonna be a different one.
All right, let's go. To the club we go. Ibiza has been sold as a party island that doesn't sleep and where drugs are offered in every corner. However, is that the truth or is that just a tiny slice of the island? Back in the 60s, 70s, lots of Americans who opposed the Vietnam War went there to get away. And from then on, the hippie movement grew little by little. Today, there are many spiritual retreats on the island and the lifestyle of partying without alcohol is more common than uncommon. We're going to Ibiza to meet with legendary snake man who have lived on the island for 30 years, somatic therapist Elaine, as well as a bartender of non-alcoholic drinks, and psychedelics entrepreneur Jamie, to speak about the Ibiza they know of and why so many locals choose a sober lifestyle.
I'm Eliane Giorzelli in Art Spicy Spirit, and I'm a transpersonal and somatic therapist. People who come here just to have a very fun holiday, they come here to really let go control and to enjoy deeply. And of course, in our society, in our culture, alcohol and other substances are part of this package, let's say. What about people living here? I wouldn't say that they don't do it, but of course, being exposed so often to the possibility of a celebration, then there is the seek for something a bit different. Maybe microdosing sometime, or the use of different substances rather than alcohol, because also in my experience, I experienced that alcohol has a very low frequency somehow, and so it changes the vibe of the place. And so yeah, I think that we manage these substances in a slightly bit different way.
Can you see these bottles, boss?
No.
Good. All right. Trying to fight alcohol is a very difficult battle, and all the clubs want alcohol. Like, people want me in Cova Santa in Wu Moon at the moment, but if they're going to keep they make more money off serving alcohol. So then at the same time, the privates are asking me to come to their event. This is the way that it's going, more so, and people can afford that, and also it keeps it bespoke and unique and original, and lots of people come to this island for that unique, original creativity and blah blah blah. So I am now serving basically in private music events, and we've done a gig in a club, I've done stuff in festivals in the UK. So people who are, and this is the more holistic, open-minded, kind of embodiment focused festivals where they aren't trying to serve alcohol, they are serving alternatives for everything. So I get invited to these because I am that direct alternative. And yet when you drink one of these, it's not that you get, I like to say that when you drink alcohol you get sloppy. People get sloppy, yeah, behaviors slip. And yet this stuff, you can drink all of this stuff and the level of conversation that you're having is still up here, but you're buzzing and you're like, how are we still doing this at 4 o'clock in the morning? You know, that's the kind of way that it's going, you know, basically. Should we try it?
Let's try it.
Yeah. So ginger beer and here, and I think there's one more ginger beer over there. This will be margin. I think we could do with another ice, but forget it.
Cheers.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Hello. Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I'm Amanda. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It looks good like this. So now less than before, because I was DJ resident in France, and so I was playing every day, like 4 or 5 times a week. So yeah, everyone was drinking alcohol, so to be in the mood also I was drinking alcohol. But now, less than before, because I'm growing up.
I mean, yeah, of course, when you start DJ for fun, it's like entertainment, you have fun, you drink, you have fun. But when it starts to be your daily job, then of course you cannot drink every day. So for me it's the same, I'm not drinking anymore. I'm in this, how you call this, alcohol Ibiza trend, you know? And everyone said, but why you're not drinking? yeah, because I cannot drink if I go out every night. I go out for my job, so I don't drink and work at the same time. Tourists, they come for 1 week, they have to enjoy themselves, they do everything, drinking, and of course maybe they need to forget maybe their home life, and they need to release a lot of stuff, so maybe they need to enjoy, and for this alcohol maybe might help them. Sometimes they go a little bit too much because they can't control. Ibiza looks like a paradise, so they want to forget everything, and maybe they let themselves go a bit too far away, but yeah, they need to find out the balance, you know. Of course, because Ibiza provides not only parties, you know, and we see that the island is beautiful beaches everywhere, and it's coming a lot every year, more and more retreats, so yoga retreats and all kind of retreats, and of course the people who do retreats usually they're not drinking, so that's brought the trend on the island that is no alcohol, so less party. Maybe after the retreat, maybe they come and they have some fun. Also, it can happen, but yeah, there is this trend of a lot of retreats right now, and that's why there's a lot of people who come to Ibiza just to enjoy the island, to enjoy the nature, and to make some trekking and retreat and taking it easy. You can go really fast in excess because you have so much temptation every day from friends, from all the parties, so you need to regulate it, and depends how strong you are. That's the thing, how strong you are to be able to say no.
This awareness is becoming more and more present in people living here, especially because they're very open to change their lifestyle and open to adopt a new one. So these kind of new habits, healthy new habits, are welcome here on the island, and the community wouldn't judge you. It's very common to go to a party and see like different flowered waters. So this culture of drinking non-alcoholic drinks and beverages is more and more present, and so it's about offering also the options. Here you can ask for a ginger beer when you go to a bar. In many other places there aren't so many alternatives to maybe a Fanta or a Coca-Cola, which is not definitely something healthy to have instead of a glass of wine, for example.
Ashwagandha, maca, macuna, hushawu, lion's mane, cordyceps, epimedium, damayana, tribulus, I think I said lion's mane, and then Siberian ginseng, rhodiola, shatavari, astragalus. Temple Products as a company, we're doing probably 4 different drinks, and we've got 2 different edible alternatives which are not psychoactive or anything like that. They just make you feel on or open or relaxed or, you know, energized in a different way. And the first one that we love to promote the most really is Shilajit, and it's what makes you feel on. I wanted to get into Shilajit for a little while. I've been on Tantra scene and all this kind of stuff for about a decade, so then there's an element of this being crossed into in the Tantra scene from whatever ancient passings and so on. So that was there, but at the time I was running a startup that I wasn't earning a lot of money, so being able to source Shilajit at the time was quite difficult because the costs weren't working for me. And just so happened that the guy that I was working with, who lived in India for a while, he also had some while I was waiting for mine to come. So he ended up saying, try some of mine, and instead of the little bits that you have, he gave me a big bit, and I remember holding on to the side of my kitchen and going, wow, because you can really feel this stuff. Now, Shilajit is anti-fatigue as one of the key pieces because it's so rich in iron, but it's anti-aging, it's anti-Alzheimer's, antiviral, it's immune system boosting, libido boosting, helps teeth, nails. It also helps remove heavy metals. This stuff, it's 3,000 years old, so it's used in Sanskrit texts, so you can go up into the Himalayas, and apparently the story is, and could be real, could not be real, but a group of anthropologists, this is the westernized discovery story, a group of anthropologists went over to study something, a tribe or a group of monks or some mountain dwelling humans, and then they got fascinated by this pack of monkeys, and there were 2 groups of monkeys, 2 tribes, and one of them was normal monkey energy levels, and one of them was just like extreme and hardcore and chaotic. And so they followed these ones, and they followed them up to this place where they found at the top of this mountain range that these monkeys were eating Shilajit. Now Shilajit comes out, it oozes out of high altitude mountain ranges in the summer months, in Nepal, the Altai Mountains, in the Himalayas, in the Andes, in various parts of Mongolia, in all these other kind of unique mountainous spots. So it's kind of been brought into Western culture by the fact that then this is a highly energizing thing. Yet for 3,000 years, you know, the Himalayan folk have just taken this with their yak's milk and a bit of honey as a tradition for forever. So, you know, it does a whole lot of things, and I've said it's very sticky, resinous. I don't know if you can see this, but like you see a lot of stuff on Instagram now these days, and people pull it out and it looks like honey. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be very thick and dense. There's 84 trace minerals and nutrients in this stuff. So this is 100 days of supply. So you take a little bit every day. So you basically take it. So this is the party palatable version, because this tastes like diesel. Like I've said, it's pre-fossil fuel, fossil fuel. So if this is organic material, heat and pressure, millions of years to get crude oil. This is 1,000 years into the mix. It's water soluble, so you just dissolve it in your water, in your oat milk, in your whatever. Get as witchy as you like. Add cacao, do whatever, blah 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 blah. And that's where this has kind of come about as well. So this is made through then mixing various herbs, organic root herbs and so on together to then create a tea, to then blend in with this, and then that has how you get a nice flavor profile. And that's a delivery mechanism, because I've been in clubs and I've had this with me and it's been cold enough and I've just picked out, and you can rub it into a little ball. It's sticky as fuck, but then you pop it into someone's mouth, so you can just feed people like this, and then that gives people lifts. But it's not the same as serving it per se.
You already mentioned it, but anything more to say, like, how does it make you feel? You said energetic.
Energizing.
But like,
certainly.
You're at the club.
Yeah. So
Take me a piece of it.
I say on, because you've got this energy. You're going. Yeah, you can dance, and I love dancing. So I've just got the opportunity to keep on dancing, and I don't get bored of needing to get a drink or go for a cigarette or do any of these other bits. You can just get very much these. I mean, all of the products that we're doing here are really to encourage for a higher sense of embodiment. So that then I'm more, you know, it's like when you take MDMA or ecstasy or something like that, which is not cocaine, because cocaine is very ego-driven and head. Whereas you take MDMA and you're like, wow, everything, you know, this. All of the other stuff, the CBD, pleasure enhancement, everything does embodiment, so that then you're in your body more. And so when I am taking this, I am not thinking about what I need to be doing or what's going on. I am very much in the present, very much in the moment, very much enjoying myself, vibing with whatever. And this gives me more energy, and that, you know, energy like attracts like. So lots of people who have that energy or want to, they'll be like, yeah, cool. And then, you know, you're in, because so many people are in their phones these days, usually. So then when you find someone who's got energy, then you vibe, because you want to, you kind of boring all these people in their phones. So then and so then that is what builds, and then other people are like, oh, these guys are having a good time, cool. And then you can kind of fan the flame like that, I guess. This is 30 grams. 0.3 is a green pea size. You can have that once or twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon. I only really, except when I'm serving and partying or whatever, I only have it once in the morning. Maybe I have a little bit more than 0.3 grams, you know, because I'm used to it and I love it. But the idea is that it's water soluble. So you get it, you mix it in with a little bit of water, or you mix it in with a little bit of milk, or a little bit of whatever you want to mix it with that makes it taste to your liking. And then you shot it, or you can have it in a full, you know, mug. You can put it in your coffee, you can put it in your tea, whatever you really like, but it's just to dissolve it into water. Unless, of course, like we mentioned earlier, you can pick a bit out. I mean, it tastes strong, but I lick the spoon, you know. It's like you can really you can spoon it out, and then you've got this semi-bitter, diesel, earthy tasting thing. But it's, you know what it's doing for you. You know what it's good, and so that's how you can go. So now notice the difference in the taste of what we had in the shot with the ginger beer, right? Yeah, it's strong, different. Yeah, that's gonna be a different one.
All right, let's go. To the club we go.